everyone, how's it going? I hope that you are well. It has officially been a whole year since I was last at home, and that is by far the longest that I've ever been away from home. I have most certainly had my ups and downs, but I'm still going strong. A lot has happened. For those of you who are new here, let me give you a brief rundown of my year so far. I first headed to Australia. I had a pretty cool layover in Singapore before landing in Cairns. I had 4 months left of my first year working holiday visa, so my primary goal was to complete my regional work. I got a job volunteering as an activities leader and a housekeeper at a children's school summer camp. It was great until immigration told me the hours I worked were not enough. I'd have to do my regional work for 4.5 months to make it up. However, I did not have enough time before my visa expired to complete that, so unfortunately I had to scrap the whole thing. I then fled to Sydney. I saved up as much money as I could given the 6 weeks I essentially wasted volunteering. I worked for accommodation alongside several full-time jobs for 2.5 months. My working holiday visa then ran out, but I wanted to be in Oz for Christmas, so I had to leave the country to come back on a tourist visa. I chose Bali. My good friend Helena flew out to meet me and we had a dreamy 10 days exploring the island. I then came back to Australia on a tourist visa and spent Christmas and New Year with my sister and caught up on a lot of YouTube editing. I decided New Zealand would be my next stop. I then moved to Queenstown. I got a job at a travel agency. I also got a work for accommodation job. I got fired from the work for accommodation job because I worked for the travel agency. I then quit the travel agency because I didn't like it anyway. I then got hired back to work for accommodation. I then got a new job at a 5-star hotel. I worked around 70 hours a week across the 2 jobs for 4 months. I bought a car, a new camera, a ski season pass, and began to learn to snowboard. So that's what you may or may not know already. What you definitely don't know is the most recent event. I then got fired once again from the work for accommodation job because I accidentally missed a shift. That means that I have been fired twice from the same job. After having got fired a second time and told that I had to leave the following morning, bear in mind it was 6 PM that previous evening, I politely advised that I was not going to be completing my final shift scrubbing sinks that evening. Fair enough? Apparently not. I have not been told this to my face, but according to my sources, the manager advised all employees that because I refused to do my final shift, bear in mind I'd already been fired at this point, that I must be banned from the hostel. That's right, I am officially not allowed on the premises of Nomads. I mean, I wish there was more of this story to tell you to make it seem more realistic, but this is genuinely what happened. Nomads is very strict for work for accommodation employees anyway, whereby if you do miss a shift then you will get fired on the spot. I knew that. To be fair, I thought I had cover. I didn't. That was my fault, but that was why I was fired. That's fine. So please tell me your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to know. In fact, I'm going to run a poll right here. Please let me know if you think I deserve this hilariously dramatic decision by Nomads management. Anyway, I was homeless for a very short term. Luckily I could just cotch at my friend's house before finding this lovely room. It's a 10-minute drive away from town. I have it all to myself. I absolutely love it. I'll give you a little tour at some point in this video. But yeah, here I am 1 year later. Good year. Hectic year. But you know what? That ain't hectic. What I have acquired in my backpack is hectic. The whole point of this video was to show you what's in my backpack after a year, but honestly, my stuff would never even dream of fitting back into that backpack. When you're traveling, your backpack is your life. You pack it up after every single new destination and you take it with you. Because I've kind of had working holiday visas and I've been staying in places long term, I've acquired far more than I should, and it does not fit in my backpack anymore. So I am just going to show you the extent of what I have. Just so you know, I'm not proud of all of this. This really needs to downsize, and I think I'm going to do a big sale on Queenstown Trading, or at least just send a bunch of stuff home, because the amount of stuff I have with me right now is not really acceptable. But yeah, that's what the point of this video is. So I am going to show you what I have acquired after 1 year of travel. So this is my room at the moment. You come straight into my bed. I have a desk there, a little chair, a nice big window, and then I've got the wardrobe just here. So I'm going to start off showing you my clothes. Here I have my ski jacket. I've got like this big thing which I found. I've got a fleecy furry jacket thing here which I bought from the warehouse, and then this one is a fleecy furry thing which I have from home, and then I've got my towel on that rack as well. I have my pajamas just here. Easy enough. In this box I generally just have, so that's dirty washing in there, and then I've just kind of got fluffy socks, ski socks, fluffy socks, sports bra, deodorant, what's that doing in there? And then I've just got bra and then underwear in there. Now I actually only have this room short term because I'm just taking over from a girl who's going on holiday for a month, so her stuff is for the most part on this side of the wardrobe and my stuff is for the most part on this side of the wardrobe. Right here I've basically just got like the tracksuit bottoms, jumper, fleece jumper, jeans, jumper, jacket, top, jumper. This big thing here, this is a shoe rack, but it has all of my clothes in there, just like folded up. So I've just got like t-shirts, dresses, tops, I've got play suits, Aladdin pants, more dresses, more play suits, more tops, more play suits, more play suits. I own a lot of play suits, but these are just kind of like tucked up in here because it is winter at the moment, so I'm not really wearing any of that stuff at the moment. But yeah, that's bad, isn't it? To just have a whole rack like that of just things that I'm not wearing. You would never know that I'm supposed to be a backpacker right now. This is mine as well. I've got all of my bikinis and things in here, and then spaghetti. This is a dress, this is a skirt. I've got like a wetsuit top here. I've got more random food in there, a massive first aid kit, books, just really random stuff that I own all of it. Here is my bag. You may recognize it because I always have it on me. It's just my day rucksack. That is also mine. It's a pile of crap which I need to sort out. I have a sewing kit because for some reason my leggings keep breaking and so do my jeans, and I don't want to buy new ones, so I'm sewing them back together. 2 lots of Barocca, some hair ties. In here is another bag essentially of just random stuff, like my first aid kit is in there, another first aidy kind of kit. I've got my passport in here, some more scissors. I have a microphone, just random little documents, random little toiletries as well underneath there. This is the little setup which I was just filming on. It's got my tripod here, so that was standing up like that. I have my laptop there, some Ugg boots, so I have my trash which I have not taken out, my ski gloves, nice radiator, hairdryer, straightener, hairbrush, toiletries, a bottle of Scrumpy, as I should. Some more toiletries there. That's my mirror, which I have acquired. Makeup bag. This is all mine as well, because I wanted to make cupcakes. I bought one of those. Just more toiletries. Magazines and things for when I get bored. Some tissues. This is from when I did the canyon swing. This blanket is mine. That pillow is mine, that red pillow is mine. But the fun does not stop there. Oh no, let me show you my possessions outside. These shoes are mine, those trainers are mine, and this frickin' beast of a car is mine. This is Leroy, which I believe you have seen in a couple of previous videos, and he is my pimpin' Subaru Legacy who really needs a wash. Leroy's original name was actually Leonardo, which I named when I met Mari Johnson and we went to Glenorchy, but yes, he has since been renamed to Leroy, and I bought him off Queenstown Trading. Queenstown Trading is a Facebook group which is amazing for just like buying and selling things within Queenstown. It's a really great community on there, so I'm going to show you what's inside the contents of Leroy. So I've got my snowboard in here, I've got my helmet, my snow pants, these are my boots, I've got a pillow in there, I've also got my friend's board, I've got some spare ski gloves here, my other ones are inside. The tarp is also mine. I'm gonna do a video very soon showing you in detail all of my snow gear and just like what I wear and what I'm using on the mountain, because I don't know, I feel like that might just be a fun one to watch, so I'll go through all of this in much more detail. I think other than that, the rest is just crap in the back. That is all my possessions that I own in Queenstown. The possessions that I've acquired along my journey. Obviously, to go back home, I cannot take all of these possessions with me, so I'm either going to have to sell them or give them away to charity or do something with them, but as you can currently see, I have far too much for a backpacker. Oh, and while I'm here, let me just show you where I live. This is my house. It's surrounded by very many mountains. You've got Coronet Peak just over there. That one's Queenstown Hill. Very scenic, and it's in Arthur's Point, which, yes, is a 10-minute drive from Queenstown, but it's also a 10-minute drive from the top of the slopes at Coronet Peak, so I'm very happy about that. I hope you enjoyed this video, giving you a bit of a bigger insight into what my life is like at the moment. Like I said, this is not my permanent room, it's just short term. I'm taking over from a girl while she's gone on holiday for a month, so I guess I will be giving you another update of what my home is like in 1 month. I'm very happy here for now. I'm also just happier in myself. I was struggling with a few more panic attacks. I think it's because Nomads was so strict and I was doing so many hours there on top of my full-time job, and it just meant that I didn't have time to do anything but work. And you know, I really enjoy doing my editing and stuff, and I was so behind on that, you know that, and it was really getting me down, and I wasn't happy. But now I have my own room, even though it's not permanent, I do feel so much happier here, so yeah, that is amazing. I don't know what the next video is going to be, but I am going to do a video showing you all of my snow gear at some point, so you can look forward to that one. Other than that, it's probably just vlogs of hikes that I've been doing around Queenstown and just some really fun things that I've been doing. Follow me on Snapchat, Facebook and Instagram, Twitter, if you want to keep up to date more regularly with what I'm up to. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!